Allow me to show you something.
Black, run that shit back, man.
I herald his beginning. I herald your end. I herald
Medium Men.
What's going on? Welcome back to another Medium Man Live. Do y'all like that intro? You know what I'm saying? Your boy been working while I was doing my cardio on the stationary bike. I was just messing around with Canva, and I was like, man, let me go ahead and put some Lynch in here and have that sound drop from the Evil Dead and also from the new Fantastic Four. So I put that together real quick just to play around. But I like that. That was pretty cool. Give an ode to Brother Lynch Hung, one of my favorite rappers of all time. I mean, I'm from Northern California, so it is what it is. But yeah, we back, man. This show is about to be all over the place because y'all sent me so many clips. The only clip that I saw on my own was definitely the Dr. Bryant and Paul Pierce interview. If you guys don't know, me and Paul Pierce, we from the same areas. We lived in the same areas. He gonna mention Inglewood. I lived in Long Beach. I lived in Northern California, Sacramento. That's where I was born, grew up in. But F Paul Pierce. I do not like Paul Pierce, and I think y'all know why. I'm a diehard Lakers fan. It pisses me off that this dude is from LA and he went to the Celtics and he beat the Lakers in the 2008 finals. I do not like that dude at all. F Paul Pierce and F Chris Paul. It is what it is, man. But nah, man. But it was he definitely had some great questions that a lot of people haven't asked her. And I think it exposed a couple of things. And the reason why I titled this, the thumbnail, I said win at both ends. And I've explained this multiple times. However, we never went in depth with it. So I have a couple examples, including Dr. Bryant's, because that was the most obvious case of somebody not trying to look vulnerable or not trying to look like she's getting had or being had by a man. So she covered all bases in an attempt to win at both ends. And I also have some other examples of how that can go wrong if you don't cover all your bases, if you decide to lie on social media. Because in my opinion, and she would probably never admit to this, but I think she was just speaking on the fly because Paul Pierce was peppering her with the great questions, but she didn't know how to answer, so she had to make up this fictitious story to make people believe it, and also to make the sisterhood, i.e. women and more particular Black women, believe what she was saying, because if they got any inkling that she was being had by a man, then they would probably turn on her. But she covered all bases to make sure that she was in the power position. I don't want to give too much because we're going to explain this as a video plays. But yeah, I've said this before, win at both ends, and I'm just glad that this happened so we can get a chance to talk about it and break it down as easy as possible. Okay. So yeah, so let me get to the super chats. I see we got a grip of them, some heavy hands in the building. We got Dante Bryan, as always, with the $5 bomb. He said, Brother WM, I knew you were going to be rubbing your hands together like Birdman with Dr. Bryant getting cooked by Paul Pierce. Yeah, man, like I said, it was just funny. She covered all bases. And the men, we see it. And I've talked about these types of women all the time. Y'all probably won't give me credit for this. But I told y'all that these quote unquote professional women are the easiest ones to fit into your schedule. Okay, I've been saying that multiple times because I used to be stationed in the DMV. I worked at the Pentagon, so I have a lot of experience dealing with those women back in the past. So yeah, so I mean, and like I said, this is somewhat of a mainstay on my channel where I discuss this all the time. Like sometimes these women may seem hard on the outside, but when they comfortable, then you know what I'm saying, all those walls break down, both figuratively and literally down below. But anyway, that was good by me. Good one. Yeah. Thank you, Dante Bryant. Let me give you your drop, your custom drop.
Black man, black man trying to make it in society. Sitting on hip because I know they want to rob. Black man, it's shaking on the mother table. Black man, we need all that.
Right. Thank you, Dante Bryant. And we got KS Snoop in the building. I got you with the $20 bomb. Sup, Medium Man. Hope all is well with you and the family. Yes, man. Everybody is blessed. We are highly favored, man. Doing very well. Thank you, brother, for asking. Same to you, man. Hopefully everything is right with you and yours. Blessings, man. Be safe out there. All right. Thank you. And I got a drop for you, good brother.
I took it back to my old energy. And she telling me she feel the chemistry. That's bullshit. She just know I'm rich. But keep going, sweetie.
Thank you, KS Snoop. And then we got the heavy hand young boy. I know you've been busy. I ain't seen you in here, but I figured it was something going on with that $50 bomb. Salute, Media Man. I just wanted to show you some support. All the craziness out here at AUAB. Let's see here, is winding down. I'm probably going to have to catch this on the replay. Looking forward to a good show, though. Keep up the good work. Yeah, man. Be safe out there. I think I told you guys before, we used to use IED Air Base as like our comp time before we went back to certain places. Okay. And I used to enjoy it there. They had all the restaurants, but now it's a little bit tougher because of all the issues going on in the Middle East right now with the, you know, the quote unquote war and things like that. But they are definitely on high alert. So if you guys could sing Young Bo some blessings, make sure that brothers come home safe. All right. Be safe out there again, man. Blessings. And Olua with the gifted one man, We Media Man membership. As always, good to see you here. Good lady. And I got two drops. I miss Young Bo's. Hold on. I'm going to go back to Olua and give you a drop. Here we go.
I took it back to my old energy. And she telling me she feel the chemistry. That's bullshit. She just know I'm rich. But keep going, sweetie.
All right, and then let me get Oluwa's in here. Same one. Bang.
I took it back to my old energy. And she telling me she feel the chemistry. That's bullshit. She just know I'm rich. But keep going, sweetie.
Thank you. Love the. If you were lucky enough to get that membership, please make sure you maintain it. And thank Olua in the chat if you can. Thank you. And we got Dante Bryant again, $2 just at Inglewood. Inglewood always up to no good. Yeah, man. I'm not a fan of Paul Pierce at all, man. But it is what it is. Red Room Entertainment. What up, though? $2 just at Media Man. What's up? Let's get y'all like the stream. Appreciate it, brother. Thank you. Thank you. We got 65 folks in the building. Yeah, man. This is gonna be let's see here. It's gonna be a good show. Hold on. Let's see here. Because we got some good videos. But first, y'all be getting mad when I laugh. But now I ain't going to go on a huge rant. But when I talked about the guy who was in the grocery store, the reason why I was laughing is because I see so many black men in these spaces say that you guys have already figured out the majority of black women. You know, you're like, hey, man, they don't like us. And I hear you guys consistently say that. And you say that you're disassociating yourselves with black women. I didn't buy into that. That's just your message. And me being an active listener, I understand. And I try and give ways to help you guys navigate the real world. But every time I bring up these points, it's always somebody in the comment section saying that social media isn't real. And these things don't happen on social, in the real world. And I'm like, well, this is a prime example because of the fact that you had an older man who should know better, going on social media, looking for sympathy by saying, hey, these black women won't speak to me. And he said that he don't understand. And I said that he doesn't understand what's going on in these spaces. However, for him to put out a video like that and indict most black women, he didn't say all, he said most black women. Most black women don't speak to black men anymore or speak to me anymore. When he said that, that let me know that this has happened on multiple occasions. So I didn't get the point as to why he didn't correct his behavior. So that's why I'm gonna always laugh when I see black men going to social media complaining about black women's behaviors, when you guys are supposedly the ones running around here saying that you see the world for as it is and not how it should be. So if you have the answers, which I've already figured out in these spaces, most of the men, most of the women already have these answers. The black community don't need no more solutions. We already got the solutions. And the reason why I say we already got the solutions is because if you look at the Hispanic community, just based off of how they're moving, we make more than Hispanic men. Black women make more than Hispanic women, but they're married at a higher rate. The only thing that's missing in the black community is, for one, black women need to understand that what you thought about black men, about being the lowest of the low, is not true. You guys hear this all the time, the bottom of the barrel conversation. We hear that all the time. So if they would just not believe that, then we will be perfectly fine. We have the solutions. It's no need to continue having conversation and ask the question of, well, what's the solution? We already doing it. Black men are already in the leadership role. If we're not getting picked up by black women, then other races are seeing black men doing well, to the tune of every, 1 out of 5, every married black man is now currently married to another race of women. So the solutions are already out there. We just need the women to rewire their systems to understand that, hey, black men aren't your enemies, and you guys just need to get on board. But if they don't do that, so be it. You just got to move on, which is the same thing that I keep telling y'all in these conversations. If you say that you don't want black women, if you say that you don't want to deal with them, but then you get upset when you see another black man going out there complaining about their behavior, then that's where I'm like, man, well, I'm confused. It shouldn't. Why are you even talking to these black women if you think they're so bad? And I know, like I said, this dude was an old dude. He about the same age, around the same age as me. He should be aware because he got a TikTok account, right? And I may have misspoke when I said that he don't know what he's doing. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't know what he's doing because he does have a TikTok account. And I'm pretty sure that he understood if he put out a message by saying, black women don't speak to me in the grocery store, he knew how polarizing that message can get. So he was ready for black women to respond. I don't know what type of response that he was expecting, but he learned the hard way. And that's what was funny to me, because I told you guys, black women are the queens of comedy when it comes to roasting people. That shit was funny. I'm not going to stop greeting black women, like I said before, but I'm not going to run a TikTok and put out a video saying why black women don't speak to me. That's what I'm saying. And the reason why I don't want black men doing this, let me show you. Now y'all got women like this cooking y'all. Let me show you. Hold on. Let me show you.
Black woman would have spoke to you if you paid for her groceries.
You hear what she said? Yeah, you talking about groceries. She said, maybe a black woman would have spoke to you if you would have paid for my groceries. You see what I'm talking about?
Maybe that black woman would have spoke to you if you paid for her groceries. Instead of a hi, if you said hey, can I cover your groceries? I think you're a really beautiful woman and I'd like to make your day better.
Oh, look at that face. That was funny. But no, one thing that I've noticed in these spaces, black women be so scared of black men, you know what I'm saying, approaching them, doing anything for, they don't want black men around them. But as soon as them ducats come out, all that scared mindset goes out the window. How is that? So everybody is running with this narrative that this man was, he was stalking her. He was trying to get her or whatever. But every woman under this woman's comments post was saying, yeah, if he would have just paid for the groceries, then it would have been fine. Wonder why that is. Why are y'all scared before the money come out? And I remember somebody was like, man, if I forgot which deleter it was from the 70s or whatever, they was like, man, he would be putting up numbers in today's climate because all you got to do is offer a woman a flued out ticket and some money and she on the way. How many stories y'all done seen this before? So it's like, how y'all so scared of black men, but when it's money involved, all that scare goes out the window? Have y'all noticed this? Because that's what she's saying, right? All right. So, I mean, yes, kind of interesting. What happened? What does money do? That doesn't, makes you calm? What happened?
We're living in late stage capitalism. Things are expensive. And black women are tired of being tired. We're tired of having to put on a smile on our faces and take care of everyone while no one takes care of us. So maybe, just maybe, if you would have just offered her something.
Look at that. If you would have just offered her something, then she wouldn't have been scared. What is going on here? Why are y'all not scared anymore? It's still the same guy. All he got is money in his hands now. They lying, man. That's what it is. They lying. They just making up foolery.
If you would have said, let me cover half.
Look.
Do you need any help? Or if you would have just left her alone, or just simply walked up to her and asked her for her name, something like that. Respected boundaries. But offered something. Something.
Some ducats, some Skrillas, some coins, shillings. Hey, every time y'all brothers, if you still want to talk to black women, you better have a $40 in your pocket. That's the going rate. $40 in your pocket, offer her that, and then say hi to her. And then if she accepts it, give her the money. This is weird. Just don't engage, man. If you feel that way, I'm not going, indict you on that. I'm not going to sit there and clown you for saying I'm not going to talk to black women, because Lord knows there's enough information for you to move as such. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, when you go on social media and doing story times as a man, more particular as a black man, you're not going to gain sympathy. I don't know what was the point of that old head doing that video and asking, because he knew what was going to happen. Black woman was going to cook him. And now, like I said, y'all got this plus size woman, you know what I'm saying, going crazy on black men like she even matter on the dating market. This is the problem. And that's why I want black men, if you say you're going to disassociate, just completely disassociate. And you don't have to go to social media complaining about the women that y'all say that y'all don't want. Right? What's the point? If you already have the roadmap and, you're like, hey, man, I already made my decision. I'm good. And that's why I said, man, on my channel, I'm still going to talk about black women. And, when I get a chance to talk about them in a positive light, I definitely will. And that's why my platform is a little bit different, because people run with this mindset that I see media man, we told you, you know what I'm saying? You just, bro, I know everything. But I can do what I want to do on my platform, and I can talk about who I want to talk about. So that's why we have multiple men in these spaces, to where if you don't like my message, you got to go over there and find somebody who aligns with what you're trying to do here. But mine is a little bit different. I'm going to cook the dudes when they do some foolery, put out videos like this, and the women going to get cooked as well. I'm going to call them out. And I'm also going to call myself out. Man, y'all, hey, just wait until Monday. Just wait until Monday when we start to talk about the No More Mr. Nice Guy book. You know how many examples of myself that I have from that book that I had to correct when it was actually given to me as a gift while I was in the military? Y'all gonna learn. And I've been sharing some of my stories on how to become a man, because I know single mother households get a lot of grief in these spaces. And man, you were raised in a single mother household. I told you guys I was raised in a single mother household. However, it takes a lot of work to become the man that I am today. And it all happened because of books, mentoring, education, so on and so forth. Therapy, a lot of stuff. And I've been very transparent on this platform. So when you try and align me with certain people that have a different message, please don't. This ain't me. Because you can see that my channels are going a little bit different direction. I joke a little bit. I want to learn. I want to help y'all, save, invest, certain things like that. Man, we got more pressing matters than to sit there and go back and forth. That's why y'all don't see me react to other male content in these spaces that are operating in the same types of space that I am, because I want them to know that you do your thing over there and I'm going to do my thing. Ain't no beef. I don't beef with people. I don't see y'all folks in person. So yeah, so you just do your thing, and I'm gonna stay over here. I know that, man, and I know for a fact that there is a lot of people that could use my services if I did react to their videos, because there's a lot of foolery that's been being spread on these panel shows, and you guys haven't done the research to correct them. I see it, but until I'm getting paid for it, no, I'm not gonna deal with your content, because there's certain things that I don't align, and I don't want you to think that I want you to be reacting to my content, even though folks do. It's social media. It is what it is. But they know that I don't rock with them, and it is what it is. So yeah, it's nothing but, good vibes over here. I'm gonna talk my mess. I'm worried about the statistics, and that's it. Like I said, man, I don't trust a lot of folks in these spaces based off of the history that I've seen in these spaces. So that's why I kind of stick to myself, and I like it like that. And that leads me to the point of the No More Mr. Nice Guys book review that we're going to do. So if you haven't got the book, please do it. Please do. And we'll review it together. But there is so much that I learned from that book, certain traits that I had to correct before I decided to get married. It was a lot. And hopefully this will help some of you guys. Okay. So yeah, so let's get to it. Let's finish up. Let's keep going. I'll get to the super chats in a second.
You might have gotten a smile, or you might have been told to get out of our face, because we don't have to be nice to you.
You're right.
We don't have to be nice to you because we're Black women.
See, and this is what I explained to the quote unquote good Black women who still want to engage with Black men. She is speaking for all Black women. So if a smart Black man would listen, go to the comments like, oh, damn, man, that's what they want us to do. And they just completely listen, and they'll leave y'all alone. But then when that happens, it's like, man, Black men don't even talk to me no more. It's because of women like this. And then there's no women in the comment section are making, counter videos against this woman. It's just like, it is what it is. She don't speak for me though, but she in fact is speaking for you, because Black men are listening. The Black men that y'all say that y'all want are listening. Okay? That's how it works, man. Social media. Let's continue.
We're no longer on the plantation.
And I'm gonna make this video with no goddamn edits. If you
okay, before she go in, and I'm like I said, this is all a rock rolling down the hill. That one Black man is sad that Black women didn't speak to him, and that was the dog whistle to get women like this to come cook Black men for no reason every month or something. Man. Y'all don't listen to me, man. I don't know what it is. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, I'm gonna go back. I'm going back to the super chats. My bad, y'all. Dante Bryant $2 super chat said, "It's always the goblins, always the goblins, man. Every time, man." Oh yeah, Quiz Cortez $2 super chat said, "Dry begging is a hell of a drug, bro. They just social media panhandling, man." Air Force Reek $5 super chat said, "A salute media man in chat. I wonder if a white man would have to come out of the pocket the way they want Black men to." No, y'all know the game. Hell no. Any white man, I see some Black woman was like, oh, it was some poster. She was like, oh, white men don't know how to approach Black men. Oh, it's so cute. It's okay. And she typed this. I should have screenshotted that shit. Yeah, they don't mind, man. We know the game. Dante Bright $5 just said, "I grew up with a single mother, but the Most High blessed me with male figures for examples to follow, mainly my late grandfather." Yeah, man. And like I said, we got to do what we got to do, because, if you was raised in a single mother household, there's certain things that you don't know. And if you don't have that thirst for knowledge or to get better as a grown-ass man, then you'll never develop the certain traits that you need to be a stand-up brother. And there's still certain things that I need to work on. And I keep alluding to the No More Mr. Nice Guys book that we're going to review. I'm going to identify, as I always do with every book that I've read and every review that I've done, I've told you guys multiple times, this is where I lack. I don't know if y'all been keeping score or keeping tabs, but yes, I'm trying to be as transparent as possible when it comes to these books. I'm not Superman. I hated that movie Sweet Christmas. Why did I bring that up? We went to go see Superman last night, the premiere, 3D, mind you, and we got to see that dumb face flying right in. Oh man, y'all go see it, but Superman got his ass whooped. You know what I'm saying? The only bright spot in the movie was Lex Luthor. Lex Luthor, who I forgot the actor's name, but he was the best portrayal of a Lex Luthor caricature that I've ever seen. Yeah, I hate that you walk. I hate the way you walk. I hate your talk. I hate your shoes. Hey, he was magnificent. But yeah, that Superman movie was booty. Okay. Oh man. Air Force Rig, I get that. Okay, cool. Got that one. Dante Bryant, $10 super chat said it's crazy that the same women who shame us for not wanting to risk their health and safety for protecting them believe they don't even owe us basic respect or common decency. And yeah, and that's a contradiction. Like, and after this whole situation, the only good thing that comes out of it, Dante Bryant, is you guys have something to point to. And it's very unfortunate as a black man who is still holding on to a smidgen of belief to the black community, because I know we got it in us. But for me to understand why black men would counter that protect black women with certain things like this, I understand it. Because they don't have a choice. Like, hold on now. Y'all can't be asking us to protect you. And then on the other hand, you saying that y'all can't even smile at us or say hi. And we dangerous. Like, come on, man. Somebody's got to be the voice of reason. And it might as well be me. You know what I'm saying? I understand it now. All right. Shout out to Lethal Shooter. I understand it now. Dante Bryant, $2 Superman is always getting his ass whooped. Yeah, man, I don't know why they portray Superman like that, man. It was worse this time. They actually started off the movie with an L. And I'm like, God, dog. Cuz fall from the sky, dog got to carry him home. I'm like, man, because I'm a Superman fanatic, bro. I mean, I collect comics. I got all the history books of Superman. I've always been a Superman fan. And I just know his power. I done seen all the different versions of Superman. You know what I'm saying? And I know what he can do. And they just make him so docile. And no, I don't want to hurt. It's one part in that goddamn video that pissed me off. How is the Green Lantern tougher than Superman? You know what I'm saying? Some big ass alien thing is terrorizing, metropolitan New York or whatever wherever they was. And Superman is trying to save this thing, and everybody else is trying to kill it. And Superman is like, "Yo, we need to, sedate it so we can do some testing on it." And the Green Lantern was like, "Brother, what? Like, what? What are you talking about?" So finally, Mr. Terrific was amazing in the movie. Mr. Terrific sent some of them little balls, some spears or whatever, T-spears, down the thing's throat and killed it. I'm like, man, thank you. And Superman was mad. I'm like, bro, you Superman. All right, let me stop. You are Superman. Stop. Just go ahead and shoot some laser beam. Shit, man. Oh. All right. JT Coin Rings 199 Super Chat. We got JT in the building. What up, though? Salute Media Man and chat. Yeah. Guy Incognito $5 Super Chat said, I'm late. Black male image fun. That trucker whoop Clark's ass in front of Lois. Wait, which part was that? A trucker? You said a trucker? What part was that? Which part was that? Let me remind me of what I was pissed off, man. But that was my cheat night. So, oh man, we went to of course you go to one of these movie theaters with they serve you, you got the menu and they serve you food. I waited so I could have my cheat night, man. And I got me a nice big double pepperoni pizza with what was it? A churro sundae. Shout out to Charles Barkley. A churro sundae, man. That thing was amazing. What? Oh, that's all I remember. That was the highlight of the movie. Other than Lex Luthor and Mr. Terrific. They gave Mr. Terrific a lot of airtime. So yeah, it was good. It was some parts in it. I mean, I'm thinking about it. I just didn't like the portrayal of Superman. The movie was cool. I'm just mad at how they portray Superman. And that's why I think Henry Cavill is the best Superman to me. He fits the aesthetic of Superman. And then it was certain situations where he had to be Superman. Like, yo, I tear all this shit up. Yeah. I tear it all up. So yeah, it was corny. Some little jokes in there. The dog was funny. Crypto finally got him in a movie. But yeah, it was okay. Let me stop. We're supposed to be serious talking about this. I'm talking about Superman. All right, let's get back to this angry woman. This is Black Men Are Dangerous. Listen to this.
You are a black man. Do not get online. Do not go out in public and ask us as black women why we will not speak to y'all.
They telling y'all right here, right? This should be enough. So Unc should not be going back on social media complaining about black women and how they feel. Listen.
I'm not going to even cut this video. Okay, so here's the thing. Y'all are a mutation gene of us, and you have forgotten your fucking position. And then you're looking for your way back to your mama, right? And you riding through the matrix, the my tricks and mine her tricks, and you getting caught up in her web. You're in the system of patriarchy where you think that you running shit, and y'all are very dangerous. Y'all have become very dangerous.
See, they think black men dangerous, man. And like I said, I don't blame black men for moving as such. How can you not listen to this? And hey, and just shout out to that one content creator. She did do a reaction video to this, like saying the opposite. But she even pointed out, like, damn, man, I'm telling y'all that I love black men, but this woman right here got all the support in the world. This video is blowing up. And I've been telling people, man, it gets worse. They was waiting for a situation like this, and it makes it seem like black men are, you know what I'm saying, kowtowing to black women's demands. Like, oh, now y'all begging us for a smile, but y'all said that we was the least desired. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's a contradiction between the messages from both black men and black women. Instead of us, you know, trying to come together and understand what the hell is going on and how the CIA putting up numbers. I see the picture somebody had with Ronald Reagan holding the NBA Finals championship trophy like Kobe. Man, this is the type of shit that does it. This just causes a further divide. Now, you know, the good black men and the good black women scared to talk to each other. Shit crazy. So I understand.
Through this false sense of superiority and power that you think you have over the black woman. That's why we're not speaking. Y'all are weird. And when I say weird, I mean y'all are wired different. Y'all are wired to a degree of entitlement, right? Y'all are very entitled. So once you go, hey, how you doing? And we say, hey, good, how you doing? We are expecting that it's just a hey, how you doing, period, point blank. After that, y'all follow up with trying to holler.
Hey, which one of y'all trying to holler at this woman when you saying hi to her? Who is it? Who is it? Show yourself. Who's saying hi to this woman and then trying to holler at? I know it was one of y'all. I know. Who is it? Ty Pro? LB the King? Red Room? Who is it? Who?
It's not that the hollering is a problem, because some women may want that. I don't even like men enough for that. Uh-oh. The issue is that you don't know how to take no for an answer. Y'all become violent. So now we feel like we're in danger. So instantly, if I'm saying no, I'm not interested, because that's usually what comes about. And you can even tell by the passion and a little bit of the anger that's within that, how I'm speaking, where it's at. Go look at the statistics and see why we don't speak nowadays.
So I guess the statistics that she's referring to is, you know, the deletion rates, and she's under the impression that all these black men are just deleting black women every 4 hours or whatever. But what I've noticed is that in these spaces, depending on how you feel about child deletion, the statistics that I put up in regards to the YN epidemic and the city girl epidemic, they can just shrug that off. Like, you are literally deleting a life force in your womb, and you gonna consider, oh, it's not the same, bro. It is the same. Okay. And it's funny to hear women combat that and say that a baby in your stomach, in your womb, is not a life. It's not a life that you're ending. It's an embryo, bro. Anything to try and be right, man. Let's continue.
Because I'm the type of person, I like to speak. I like the randomness when people just speak and we don't know each other. We supposed to be able to lift our heads up and down at each other and say, hey, how you doing? You know what I'm saying? You see another brother or kindred, kinfolk, you supposed to be able to speak. Whether man or woman, it doesn't matter. We should be able to speak to each other. But the pattern I notice with black men is that they say, hey, you say hey back as a black woman, and then they try to holler at you. And when you say, no, I'm not interested, or I do not like men, they get mad at you, all type of names in a book that don't even exist.
All right. So I'm assuming this woman lives in my neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? She live in my nice little cultivated neighborhood with the lake in the back. You know what I'm saying? Right outside my backyard on the dock. And I know it's a couple of y'all in the chat that live in these same types of neighborhoods. So who is it? While you're walking your dogs, drinking your matcha, who is it? Who is getting violent with this woman in these nice suburban areas? Who is it? I know it. Just by her telling these stories, you can tell where she frequents. None of these places, I don't know what she's talking about. So those men are few and far between. So if that's the only type of men you coming across with that type of attitude, hey, you better check your surroundings regardless. Because, you know, black men saying hi should be the least of your worries if you frequent these types of places. Okay? This is crazy. Red Room Entertainment, $5 just said we're all in danger of losing brain cells when listening to Bone Quisha. Bone Quisha always going on rants for nothing. It's a gang of them. I just picked 2 videos. So, Lord. Here we go.
Dictionary. They calling you everything else but the queen and the primador and the goddess of the earth. They call you everything else but that all of a sudden. Because you got no. Y'all are too fucking entitled. Y'all are nasty. Y'all are dirty.
We nasty and dirty. Wait.
I was about to say dingy and dirty at the same. Y'all are nasty, dingy, and dirty.
Nasty, dingy, and dirty. Black men are nasty, dingy, and dirty. Man, what more do you want? Like, I understand why y'all would, in any sane black woman, y'all should understand this as well. Like, what? Now black men supposed to ignore this? This is crazy. And again, it's just her. The meat is, pause, young dudes, is in the comment section. That's when you know that this message is being spread amongst a significant amount of black women. Okay? So y'all, every logical black man and black woman should understand, well, yeah, I understand why, you know, a lot of these black men ain't protecting black women. They see them in trouble or see them on the side of the road, things like that. Because we don't know which one of y'all is liking videos like this. So y'all should understand, and it's sad, but it is what it is, man. Let's continue.
Y'all are violent when you don't get what you want. And the whole time you're throwing a fit because you don't know where your mama at no more. May you return to the waters from whence you came and learn your fucking position.
Oh, learn our position and waters from which you came. Oh.
That's what you need to focus on. Figuring out how the fuck, when the fuck did you come about? Why are you and your brothers so disrespectful to the mama nowadays? Why are we where we are? Ask the right shit if you're going to ask me something. Don't ask me how I'm doing. Ask me how I'm feeling. So I can tell you I feel like you need to get the fuck out my face. Do you...
That was supposed to be the sympathetic moment. Like, oh, just ask me how I'm feeling. And I'll be like, oh, brother, y'all gonna get mad at me for laughing at this. Wait, let's go back. Hold on. Wait. Wait.
So I can tell you I feel like you need to get the fuck out my face.
Wait. I gotta go back.
Ask the right shit if you're gonna ask me something. Don't ask me how I'm doing. Ask me how I'm feeling. So I can tell you I feel like you need to get the fuck out my face. Do you...
I know every time I laugh, it's like, why y'all laughing? Why are you laughing? Bro. Well, so why would he ask if you can't say hi? And if he asks you how you feeling, I'm feeling like you need to get the F out my face. Why would black man, we be getting cooked, boy, with no reason. Lord. Okay.
You see where we at now with y'all? That's why we don't say hey back. Because it's always something to follow up. Then y'all want to get weird and follow people around the corner and shit. Like, women walking around with Glocks and shit now. Like, we gangsters. Like, do you understand the position? Go look at the statistics. Don't talk to us about it. Go talk to your brothers. You coming out of isolation or you got from being locked up? You were just being like, which one? Because
that's the old head said that he was coming out of isolation, so she's thinking that he was locked up.
I'm just trying to understand. You got charges or something? Because you weird coming up on this app asking this shit. I'm done with this video. I don't got nothing else to say. This shit, I'm gaslighting myself.
All right. So, and the only reason, usually I don't play stuff like this, but the only reason why I played it is for y'all to understand, to stop going out there like this, because I'm sorry, man. It's certain things that I know that I'm not going to involve myself with. I don't see women like this in my day-to-day life. So it becomes funny when I see both black men and black women getting on social media complaining about foolery. You know what I'm saying? Multiple black women didn't speak to that old head, and he gets on social media to complain about it. That's funny to me. I know y'all have different, sense of humor, but that shit is funny knowing all that I know, and I'm pretty sure that he knows as well because he got a TikTok account. So yeah, so the next time that it happens, just please be mindful or be aware that I'm going to laugh at it. Okay? So you could take it as it is and don't get yourself blocked on my page for insulting. I don't mind if you disagree. Why you laughing, media man? And I tell you why I'm laughing and you still disagree, leave it at that. When you start insulting, then that's when, I didn't insult you. So you don't get to do that on my platform. That's all it is. So yeah, so you can disagree, but some of this stuff is funny. So goodness gracious. So there was, let me get the super chat. Guy Incognito, what up though? $2 super chat said, this is why Becky wins. Can't help it, man. Goodness. Red Room Entertainment, $5 super chat said, we're all in danger of losing brain cells when listen. Oh, I got that one. Who's Dante Bryant, $2 super chat said, who's trying to talk to her? Who? As I'm saying, man. Hey, who is it? Who in the chat? IQS, what up though? $2 super chat said, don't forget the Cash App's meeting. Oh, my bad, brother. Yeah, I always forget. Like people like using the super chats more than anything. Oh, you said YouTube won't let you super chat? Oh, okay. Thank you, brother. Appreciate that for that $10 Cash App, IQS. Greatly appreciated, good brother. Thank you. And from downtown, this brother is wild. His brother. Pooh Man 313. $5 just said media man. So we shouldn't hear any complaints about the NBA or NFL drafts. You know what's gonna happen. It's a contradiction, man. But like I said, I like when these types of videos go viral because you guys should save this and use it like, hey man, don't be complaining because this is what y'all told us to do. And I told y'all I don't like saying that at all because I would love it for the black community to come to some common ground, but it's just very tough. You try and keep certain ways of thinking intact, but you get videos like this, and I'm speaking for myself, it's very tough, man. I'm not gonna lie. So see your IQS member for 26 months. Thank you, good brother. Said black man, just leave these types alone and get off social media. Go touch some damn grass or some cheeks, something, man. But like I said, I'm just joking about people approaching that woman in the chat. Folks ain't checking for both of those women like that. So I don't know where she's getting her examples from. If she hanging out at gas stations in, the bad areas of the, the city or the state that she live in, I don't know. But that's not a common thing for people, for black men in particular, just to be hanging out in approaching black women and following them and being dangerous, and it's all inflated just to make content. It's wild. It's all bad. So goodness gracious. Let me get her off there. All right. So where do I want to go next? We got a bunch of videos, man. But matter of fact, we here. Let's start with this Dr. Bryant video that she did with Paul Pierce. What is this? His podcast name? The Truth? Nothing But the Truth or something like that. I want to give him credit, even though I do not like the Celtics, brother. The Truth After Dark. My bad, brother. The Truth After Dark. They did a whole episode, I guess, live stream with Dr. Bryant. Was 130, an hour and 38 minutes, 35,000 views as of now, from what I see. Maybe even more. Let me give him credit. Let's see here. Yeah, 35,000 views. And he has 45,000 subscribers. I'm pretty sure that's going to shoot up. Typically, when people who already have names for themselves, Paul Pierce, people know Paul Pierce, then his platform is probably going to get 100,000 very shortly. So shout out to him and shout out to his co-host. I didn't catch her name because I only clipped up the parts that I wanted to speak about, but we're going to start with her talking about pregnancy. Okay, and then we'll go forward. I'm going to point out, and I want you guys to I'll point it out and just keep score on how many times she's telling the story to win at both ends. All right. Fair use. Is this even, can I use this? Pretty sure I can. Fair use, fair use. Let's get to it. Here we go.
I decide at 42 to be a mother.
This is the year?
Yeah, it is.
See? Okay, so stop right there. So she's like, when I decide to be a mother at 42. And I'm glad Paul Pierce asked. He's like, hey, this is this year. So I guess Dr. Bryant is trying to get pregnant this year. Okay, let's continue.
Pregnant?
Paul's like, did we get an exclusive?
You said
no, I took my IUD out about a month ago so that I can be ready to do my
Congrats.
I
what is that, the eggs?
The IUD is like...
You took the eggs out?
No.
And freeze them?
So this, and again, most people probably don't know what IUD is or whatever, but this goes to my point where I was saying Paul Pierce is a subject matter expert in hoop. I can't mess with Paul Pierce basketball now. This dude played at the highest level, won the NBA championship. This is his subject matter, okay? Basketball. When it comes to other things, health, medicine, stuff like that, that's not his wheelhouse. So I'm pointing that out to say this. Just because somebody has a name, that doesn't mean that they're an expert on everything in every platform. Paul Pierce don't know more about public health than me. He don't know more about nutrition than me. Okay? So yeah, so I would never get into an argument and act like I know more than him about hoop, just as he wouldn't get into an argument with me about knowing more about public health. Okay? So yeah, that's why I'm always mindful when people have certain, I guess, celebrities on shows and they're looking to them for their opinion. I hate to throw them under the bus, but who cares what Ja Rule thinks? Like Dave Chappelle said. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so that's an example. So let's continue.
No, the IUD is a birth control method that you put inside of your vagina.
I wish I had a pillow. I would launch you right at your head.
No, I didn't know. I didn't know. I mean, I know.
The eggs is crazy, but
you freeze the eggs.
Yeah, you do that. But
I didn't know if that was what it's called.
No,
I know.
The IUD is a little T that looks like this. It's smaller than this. It goes inside the woman's cervix to stop the sperm from fertilizing the egg. So it goes inside.
You took that out, you saying?
I had my doctor take it out so that I no longer have birth control contraceptive inside of me.
That's different. I never heard of that one.
I took it out so that I can get pregnant now.
I never heard of that one.
I never had one, but
yeah, so I don't think Paul Pierce has kids. So I'm pretty sure he probably don't have to know about that. He's probably asked women, you on birth control? And they say yes, and he get to it. So
but it's a thing for sure.
No, I never heard of that one though.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what I'm saying is at 42, when I get pregnant,
which is this year.
Right? Manifest it with me, Paul, I love you. When I get pregnant, I, at 42, am not leaving my husband.
What's your situation?
So she went on to say, again, you guys can go watch the full video. She's saying, I'm not leaving my husband once I get pregnant. But she's not currently married and she's not currently pregnant. It's July right now. I'm not getting in that woman's business. Maybe she got a plan behind the scenes. But time is running out. So she's supposed to get, I guess she is planning on getting married and also having a kid, getting pregnant and getting married all within the, her year 42 this year. All right. So, and like I said, sometimes it seems like this woman is spitballing, but women like her, so it is what it is. So
right now.
What you mean situation?
Like,
Happy?
You got a man?
I'm dating. I'm single, but I'm dating.
See, okay. So that's the first, and there's going to be a couple stops here. I apologize, but I have to call this stuff out. I'm dating. I'm single, but I'm dating. That appeases the sisterhood for her saying that. That alludes to the point that she has options. So when women hear that, women who like her, they're like, hey, man, she ain't got to be married. She got all these options. She's single, but she's still dating. So that's one of the examples of her winning at both ends. Because if she says she's single and she ain't got nobody, then that makes her look vulnerable. Because she knows that men will run with that narrative in these spaces. Oh, she said that she's single and she's lonely. Ha ha. You know what I'm saying? So she got to be like, yeah, I'm single, but I'm dating. So I have options. She's good.
Single but dating? Something serious more than other?
No, just dating.
We gotta change because she's therapying us.
Yeah.
We gotta make this about her now.
Right. You kind of therapizing us.
So I was like, I want my woman to mommy me.
Hold on, like, hold on, what's going on with you? This is about you. You done flipped the script on us. We over here.
Reverse Uno.
Man, you sure did.
But it was good. It was insightful.
We need to find out about what's going on with her. She dating, single.
Dating.
What do that entail for a 42-year-old?
I am dating.
Dating but single.
Enjoying my life. I have really good companions.
So there it is again. The options, and she has a roster. Women these days love women that have rosters. So she's saying she has companions. So instead of saying roster, companions sound a little bit better. We don't know how many companions she has, but she put that out there so women can be like, oh, okay, I definitely understand. Yeah, I got options too. I got companions as well. She's building her case. Here we go.
How many are you dating right now?
See, and Paul Pierce asked a good question. How many? Give us a number. We need more.
I'm not exclusively committed to anyone, but I have one guy that I have dated off and on for 5 years.
Got it.
Now, because she said her standards are very high on multiple different live streams or podcasts or whatever, right? I remember this. So she supposedly has a bunch of companions, but she's only having sex, I guess, with one guy that she's been dealing with on and off for 5 years. Y'all see how that works? So she's winning at both ends. I got all these dudes just, on my coattails, but I'm only having sex with one guy. But these men, these quote unquote, what'd she say? She's trying not to use high value. She calls it high functioning. She got all these high functioning men still running behind her while she just sexes this one guy. How likely is that? You see what I'm saying? But women don't hear it like we hear it. The ones that like her. Most logical women can understand this woman is full of shit. But the women that's already bought into her, they're like, hey, yeah, this is cool. Yeah, she got all these high value men just waiting to get their shot. Yeah, this is funny. Oh, hold on. HVAC man $5 just said, man, let my young self go ahead and stretch her out. I'm gonna be Jalen Green except smarter. That's funny. Thank you. And Dante Bryant $2 just he said, we got her. All right. Let's continue.
We dated for 5 years off and on.
So you was his work for 5 years? You been his work? You still his work?
So NBA players call work like your side piece or whatever. That's the dude that you've been sneaking in. That's your sneaky link. That's your situationship that you've been dealing with a guy for 5 years on and off. But this ain't the worst of it, man. This was hilarious. She's been dealing with a guy for 5 years, and that's it. No marriage, no nothing.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah. I know what's going on now. I'm about to. No.
Oh, the young lady's name is Azar. I see it on the label back there. Azar.
Oh, take this sheep clothing off.
Right, the wolf teeth going out. No, we have
somebody's work for 5 years.
Yeah.
We have been each other's companion for 5 years, and
what does that sound like to you guys? We've been each other's companion for 5 years. They've been sneaking in with each other for 5 years. It's a situationship. But she understands that if she says that she's been in a situationship, those exact words, situationship, then the women would be like, oh man, there's some flaws in her dating life. But she don't want them to know that. So she's trying to use code words by saying, oh man, we've been each other's work or whatever for 5 years, which is crazy. Because I mean, you're supposed to be a relationship coach, but you're telling women to be, in a situation for 5 years. I don't know, ladies, you better start paying attention. Project Leroy $5 super chat said the only person who had a legit roster of males was Cassie. Jesus, how do we know she's getting sued by one of her males on her freak off rosters? Freak off's roster. Yeah, Cassie was wild. So. All right, let's continue. Here we go.
Yeah, I have spin the block for 5 years.
And man, this sounds like one of my videos. I described this woman to a T. Man, there it is right there. Spin the block. I've used these exact words talking about women like this. She ain't new to this. I know these types of women.
It's the truth. And he doesn't like it. He's absolutely correct. He feels like I haven't provided.
Oh, your work.
No one's.
So look, now this is where the winning at both ends really actually begins. That was cold. So she's framing it like he doesn't like the fact that I'm keeping him as a situationship for 5 years, which makes women think all she has to do is snap her fingers and say, all right, you know what? Now I'm ready to marry you. And this guy's going to jump for joy and say, oh, thank God. I've been having sex with you for free for 5 years. And now we can finally get married. Yay. If you believe that, women, you stupid. Okay? That don't happen in the real world. No man is going to be getting sex for free for 5 years. And then when she says, okay, I'm ready to get married now. And he's like, yay. I didn't like the fact that you just had me relegated as the maintenance man for 5 years, but thank you for allowing me to marry you. Where does that work? Ladies, y'all got to be smarter than this, man. Come on.
No one is we working together. Okay. We working together.
But you keeping them at bay. Or is he keeping you at bay?
He wants a relationship. He wants to be committed.
You just like the sex.
See? He wants a relationship. He wants to be committed. The dude has been having sex with you for 5 years. Really? Does this make any sense to anybody? Oh my God.
No.
Oh.
Let's keep it 100. How you keep somebody for 5 years? That's like for real. You can't keep nobody at a distance for 5 years. I ain't never done no shit like that.
I am not vitamin D deficient.
No.
So that's her code language for sex. I'm not vitamin D deficient. All right. So yeah, I think I'm reading that right. She said I'm not vitamin D deficient. So that dude is sneaking in, but later on in the video, she's gonna double back and she's gonna contradict herself. But let's continue.
Everything is good in that department.
No. He
wants a relationship.
She been kept him on the side until she figured out if it's something better. I see where this is going.
That's a part of it. Paul Pierce is exactly right. You know what I'm saying? She's trying to see if she can find something better because she's been doing these podcasts, getting a lot of exposure, and she's waiting for some, dude that's above her, pay grade or income level, whatever it is, to come scoop her up. But she's going to contradict herself on that as well. So let's continue.
Maturity that he had to do. We're 9 years apart. He's 9 years younger than me.
See? All right. Got to stop right there. And again, I told y'all before, I was going to stop it a couple of times because I have to point out the winning at both ends. Now, she input the fact that the guy is 9 years younger than her. Women love to hear that older women can still bag younger men. Go back to the Tracy Ellis Ross interview with former First Lady Michelle Obama. Okay? Remember she said, yeah, you know, I like dating younger men. Women love that. So she inserted the fact that this guy, let's keep track. This guy is 9 years younger than her. They've been together for 5 years just having sex. He's the one that wants a relationship and a commitment, and she's not ready to give it to him just yet because she don't think that he's ready. Everything is his fault, and she's winning at both ends. So she's telling the story in a way to where she can't lose, okay? Because she understands that in these spaces, men like me, we get the video, we break it down, and then the women who are listening, they're going to still be on her side. Nah, you heard what she said. This dude, 9 years, they've been together, 5 years. He 9 years younger than her, and they having sex, and she's keeping him at bay. This is a dream for the women who think like her. So that's why she's framing the story as such. All right, let's continue. Oh, well, hold on, my bad. IQS Fadas just said she's 41, he's 32. She's not hurting for sex. She's been smashing him for 5 years. Got it. Yeah, so we keeping score. This is funny.
And so we both had to work through things, but he's had to work on his emotions and his intense insecurities.
You see that? He has to work on his emotions and his insecurities. Nothing about her. She's perfect, right? He's the one that needs to change. And I guess she's saying when he changes, then I'll be ready to marry him. Like she has that power. Women don't control access to relationship. They control access to sex. They don't control access to relationships. But she's thinking that it's going to be a seamless transition. As soon as he fixes all his issues, then I'm going to marry him.
Around being in a relationship.
And you've been waiting on it. Like what's the problem? Why y'all not together?
Just because of that.
So you're waiting on that?
No, I'm not waiting on it.
See? So now she contradicted herself again. He has all these issues, but if he does fix it, I'm not waiting on that. Lord, this woman. I'm going to stop. All right, I'm going to let it play a little bit.
And I don't have him waiting.
So the D is good.
Oh,
let's keep it. I mean, that's it's like, dude. Let's
put on his red pajamas and feel like he's supposed to get spicy tonight.
This is clear.
Oh my God!
I know her. She's from Long Beach. Don't try to come with the suit jacket, the boots. She's still and the glow.
You know what I mean?
You still from Long Beach. I'm from Inglewood. And I can see that.
I am from San Pedro, a small community in the city of Los Angeles.
I can see through all of that.
Yes, he has great qualities. He does well in all that he does with me. He just
See, he has great qualities. He does well. I think she's going to say a little bit further on, he does well in every area. Now, that's a part where she's winning at both ends again. Because if it was found out, if she painted this guy to be a quote unquote dusty, the sisterhood wouldn't like that. So her saying that he does well in every area, that alleviates that point. So this guy he has money. He's 9 years younger than her. They've been dealing with each other for 5 years. He has some issues to fix before she takes him seriously. So everything is in her control and nothing is wrong with her. You see how she's painting this? So yeah, the dusty factor is out. He's doing well. Okay, let's continue.
Emotionally,
that ain't what I asked you.
I
asked you about his job and all that.
He does well in all areas.
See that? He does well in all areas. So that will make the sisterhood pipe down. Like, oh man, I thought she was dating a dusty. But her saying he does well in all areas makes it seem like he's making a significant amount of money. Enough money to keep her around. Let's just say that much. Okay? Let's continue.
What's
Okay, she
going on?
answered that. He
No,
does
she
well in
did.
all
Emotionally,
Well, I don't know. That's a broad question. What all
Paul,
areas?
you're
what?
a man, so you answer this question.
I answered.
Emotionally, he goes back and forth from I love you, I want to be with you, I'm mad because you won't be with me, you won't commit to me.
You see this? So this guy is begging her for a relationship, even though he been getting to sneak in with this woman for 5 years. 5 years, and he's 9 years younger than her. Let's do some math. He's 40, she 42, so he's 31 right now. So if they've been dealing with each other for 5 years, is my math correct? Since he was 26 years old and she was 37, 26 to 37, you really think that man is begging her for a relationship? What man does that? You get to have sex with this woman for free and you still begging her for a relationship? Come on, bro. Come on. Women, you ladies who like this woman, y'all believe this?
And then his insecurities get the best of him. And it's like, I want you, but I'm not sure if I deserve you. I'm not sure that I can facilitate you. I'm not sure.
Hey, I don't know if I deserve you. He already getting you. Y'all having sex. That's the ultimate form of submission. You are letting this guy enter you for 5 years. I don't know if I can have you. I'm worthy. Everything is all wrong with him. But for some odd reason, she's keeping this guy around and still having sex with him. Boy, hey, I tell you, if this was in the reverse, if this was a man saying what she's saying, they would cook his ass. If a man came up here and said he would have been holding this woman who's 9 years younger than him at bay for 5 years, she has all these emotional issues, all these crazy issues, but this man is still sneaking in with this woman for the past 5 years, he would get cooked. Oh my God. Oh, man. This is crazy. Oh, wait, hold on. HVAC man, $5 super chat said, older women, leave us Gen Z dudes alone. We're going to stretch you out on some calisthenics in that bedroom, then make you break the relationship. Nah, hey, HVAC man, she's saying that y'all be fiending for relationships. After y'all sneak in, oh, come on, baby. You know you want to be in a committed relationship with me, even though I just bent you over 3-4 ways. We need to have a relationship. Let's make this work together. Let's get married. That's what y'all Gen Z dudes. That's how she framing it, right? Let's go ahead and get together, baby. But I don't think I'm worthy. Guy Incognito $5 super chat said, do people notice female empowerment sounds a lot like women acting out toxic masculinity? It's definitely in there. Toxic femininity. Shit. Air Force Reek $10 super chat said, a supposed life coach doing the opposite of what she preaches. Good Lord. Lord. For some reason, I think dude is just playing a role to keep her interested so that she won't go anywhere. And yeah, and the funny thing is, even if this dude was real, because I don't believe this story one bit, but if this guy was real, do you really think he would go to social media and complain and say that, no, she lying? She made that story up. I'm not asking this woman for a relationship. No, why would he do that? And fuck up the booty? God. My bad, y'all. It's the weekend. I had to let one fly. Nah, he ain't gonna go to social media and tell on her ass. He gonna wait till she get back home and be like, hey, you was lying up there, right? Oh, I'm sorry, baby. Next thing you know, they sneaking in. But he ain't gonna go. It's like I said, there's only one August Alsina. A regular dude is not gonna mess up the booty. So that's what I should have said. Dante Bryant, $5 super chat. That doesn't sound like any dude I've ever known, seen, or heard. I smell bull. Yeah, Is she lying, man? This is so funny. And only men who have maneuvered in certain ways in the dating market understand this, but women don't. And that's what's funny to me about this whole situation. I was reading some of the comments, and women kept saying that she seems empowered and she's in control of her life. And us men who have been in these dating circles or been in these streets, we already know it's a lie. But we don't know this woman, so she can always, I'm telling the truth. I'm not gonna argue with you, woman. Jay Renard, what up though? 499 Super Chat, he playing her like spades, gets to sneak in, low chance of a baby, and if he leaves, he has a bunch of relationship options. She believes her own BS. Yeah, and that's what's funny. It's not just her believing it; it's a gang of women that believe in it. He didn't expose anybody. Okay.
That I can be with you. So when I say emotionally instability, it's like him wanting to be with me is concrete. That's not unstable.
See, him wanting to be with me is concrete. He's dead set on being with Dr. Bryant. You see, this is winning at both ends. She never said anything about her. She still hasn't committed to this man in this story in any way, and it's all on him. He has to fix issues, and even if he does fix these issues, that doesn't guarantee that I'm going to be with him. How do women believe this? Man, Lord have mercy. I understand how these dudes at Pander get that bread from women.
I understand that there's some people out there who need my services. Yes, Lord. Are there any people out there who are weak? Yes. Any people out there who are weary? Yes. Any people out there who are tired? Yes. Any people out there who just need a heal? Yes. Y'all got cash. Yes. Well, then come on down.
This is crazy. I see how easy it is if you don't have the mindset of trying to listen and understand, and just not just listening because you like the person and it makes you feel good. It's easy to spot. If you just literally break down this little clip like I'm doing here, I'm talking to the ladies. Just listen to what she's saying. Does this sound realistic? A man begging for a relationship when he already sneaking in for 5 years? Typically that happens when you ain't snuck in. Okay, if a dude is that hard up to sneak in with you, he gonna promise you things that he ain't gonna give you in the long run once he gets to sneak in. But y'all know better than us, I guess. So Dante Bryant, $2 said she took that thing out to trap him. Yeah, and that's my first thought. I was gonna mention that later on. If that guy is real and he's listening, brother, you better be mindful, because if you ain't planning on marrying this woman and she done took out her IUD, hey, boy. I did a video about that, about women who getting up in age and they saying that they don't want kids, but then next thing you know, somebody start getting in their ear, you ain't getting no younger, and you get her pregnant and she told you she didn't want kids, and she's gonna be like, hey, I don't believe in child deletion, so I'm gonna keep this baby where you're in the child's life or not. Next thing you know, you're getting sent to court because you got an envelope saying that you're getting hit for child support. And I tell young dudes about these types of women, the women that are older, don't have kids. But then if you have that talk, the uncomfortable talk of saying, how do you feel about child deletion, birth control, things like that? They could be all, hey, I'm on birth control, so that ain't going to happen. But then if she does get pregnant, sorry for you. And at that point, it's nothing you can do. You can blame her and say she lied. Yes, she did. But you the one that had sex with her. You know how it goes. None of that conversation about, hey, it's a woman's fault. Bro, the courts don't want to hear that foolery. So you just need to be mindful beforehand. Okay? All right, let's continue.
His emotions in the relationship are just unstable, to where as a man, you gotta get vertical within yourself before you can be in a relationship.
Dog, you good with these words.
I am.
So no, she's not. Paul Pierce, you are easily entertained. But I think Paul Pierce is going to say something that's very important. No, he's not going to say it. But if you listen to what she's saying, she's having sex with an emotionally unstable man. Reverse the situation. and a man is explaining it like this, and you come to the conclusion that he's been having sex with an emotionally unstable woman, and he understands that this woman needs help, but he's still, hey, I know you need help, but go ahead and bend over. Boy, if this is a dude, cooked. Lord. Let's see here. Dante Bryant with the $5 super chat said, I make promises I can't. Oh, wait, are you saying I make promises I can't keep? Shout out to the late great Kevin Samuels. Okay, I'll give you that. Thank you, NS, with the $50 bomb. Once again, our show sponsor, the current show sponsor, $50 bomb. Represent, bruh. Great work. Thank you. That deserves a drop.
I took it back to my old energy, and she telling me she feel the chemistry. That's bullshit. She just know I'm rich, but keep going, sweetie.
Man, thank you, good brother. Appreciate that, man. I'm glad you're enjoying the show. This is fun. This is crazy. This is absolutely nuts. So, let's see here. OMG Red, what up, though? $5 super chat said, who needs to get vertical when you give me all the horizontal I can handle? That's good. Hey, that deserves a drop. As a matter of fact, that deserves sugar free.
I just dedicate my whole rap style into just talking about a bitch bad to where, I mean, it's a difference. You got bitches and you got women, you know what I'm saying? And I grew up dealing with a whole bunch of bitches. You know what I mean? So you develop a way to deal with them. And, I like to be known for the one who really gave it to him.
Yeah, it definitely deserves sugar free. Yeah, man, you get all the horizontal you want. But I need to get vertical to marry you. No, I don't. She is wild, man. Here we go.
You good with these words.
Listen,
because
but let me say
all
this.
These people advice.
Let me say this, Paul. He has every right to feel like what I've been doing as far as being in a relationship with him when I want to and is not something that gives him stability.
See, and that's her winning at both ends again. When I jump in and out of a relationship with this guy. Come on, y'all. This is, and I don't even make videos like this, but this is hilarious. She dictates, okay, now I'm gonna be in a relationship with you. Now I'm gonna jump back out. Then I'm gonna come back. Come on, man. Lady, I don't think she planned this out. Because Paul Pierce, I'm going to give this brother credit. He did ask the right questions. But yeah, she didn't plan this out at all. Come on, I can jump in and out of a relationship with this guy. Man, come on, bro.
However, I don't want to commit to a relationship with a man who I feel emotionally is not in a place of being able to be in a healthy relationship.
So why are you messing with him?
See?
Why are you playing mental games with him?
I'm not.
There it is. Why you messing with him? If this dude is so emotionally unstable, why you still having sex with him? Lord.
Playing mental games with him? Games. It's not mental games. It's all transparency.
Why is it still sex involved?
How do you know we sexing?
See? Now, look. So now, this is her trying to win at both ends and appease the sisterhood. How you know that we having sex? Because if she's saying all this and now this guy is all on her heels, he does well, he got money, 9 years younger than her, all this, right? But now she goes into saying, how you know we having sex? So now the women are like, oh my God, she got this well-to-do man on her coattails and she ain't even gave him none yet? She lying. She just contradicted herself. She just said she's not vitamin D deficient. Pause. But yeah, this woman, oh my God. Let's continue.
We could just be having a
Cause you from Long Beach, I know.
Oh my God!
You can't play me.
We could not be doing the
wood. I know what's going on.
But let me say this: it is transparent. He understands. I understand. I understand what he wants. He understands why I don't want to commit at this moment with him, which is the emotional piece that him and I talk about openly. I support him in it. I hold space for him in it.
See, and this is her. I support him. I do all this, and she's still winning at both ends. She has not indicted herself in this story. So when women hear this, they see this as empowering. Like, man, she can do all this and still have this guy hanging around. This is crazy.
We've talked about it intensively, and he understands it. And he's
come here.
That's
sit.
See, hanging around on a leash.
That's what I'm doing.
Yeah, that's exactly.
Oh,
come here.
Well, you know what? If that's what I'm.
Okay, so now watch this. These types of women, these sisterhood empowering type women, they always have to end with the mic drop moment. So this is what's going to get the sisterhood riled up. Watch what she says. She going, hey, well, if that is the case, here, watch her. She's good.
I'm doing. I'll say this, and people gonna be mad. And I'm okay. If I'm doing what Paul said, I'd much rather be the one walking you at the dog park than the one on the leash.
You see that? You see how she did that? Look. She think that she just did a mic drop. Hold on, let's go back. Let me just say this. And she looked in the camera too.
Paul said, I'd much rather be the one walking you at the dog park than the one on the leash. If that's true.
See, that's the mic drop moment. You see, so now that, she's empowering. She got this man on a leash. That was her mic drop moment. So now, I'd rather be the one, with the leash, walking the dog. Oh my God, this is the worst.
So that means, to my point, at 42, I'm not opt out. We are not opt out.
Look.
Okay, we have options.
Look.
And we are not on the leash. We can actually be the one holding the leash. It's all about your standards. It's all about you understanding who you are and you standing in and on your square and you doubling down on that, period. There's men out there who will show up in any capacity we want.
Why they always say that? It's men out there. Where they at? Why y'all can't hold on to these men? It's men out there. Where they at? Why they don't like you and why they never stick around? Why you always got to, refer to them in past tense? There's men out there, or I've dated men like this in the past. Why they never hang around? How y'all have all these examples of these amazing men that just do whatever you want, but none of them stick around? And it's the same thing. I asked a question, that woman on some podcast, I forgot, Unspoken X3 times 3. Woman going on there talking about white men are better. The white men, 2 white men I dated, they treated me amazing. The white men that you dated in the past, why are they not still here? Where are they at? So that's why I asked the question, do black women give credit to white men for just like being with them? Even though the relationship fails, white men still are looked at in a positive light just because you were with one. And he treated you well, but the relationship didn't work out. But then it's a black man that you was with and you guys didn't work out, it's all bad. The black man is trash now. But the white man could deal with you, and it's not an issue if y'all broke up. You see how that works? They never around. These men that these women be referring to, I always wonder, like, God, dog, if they were really out there, I would love to interview those types of guys and be like, man, is this true? Oh, no, man. We just snuck in for a couple weeks and I let her off. This is crazy. Sweet Christmas. Man, Air Force Rick 5000 just said, when are we going to put Dr. Bryant in the sub? Shout out to SBC Nation. Shout out to Say Goodbye Choices, my guys, man. That's funny. The bioluminescent. that's hilarious, man. OMG Red, what up though? 5000 just said with that stank. Yeah, you seen that head tilt? That was the mic drop moment. She was like, that was like, yeah, the women were like, woo, sisterhood. KS, what up though? 2000 just said these women looking for a doormat and it sucks. Yeah, it's crazy, man. Her little mic drop. KS, I got that. Okay, I got that one. A doormat and sucker. Yeah, okay, got you. Thank you. Here we go.
We don't have to settle, and we don't have to settle at a certain time. We can do what we want. Because I tell you one thing I'm not doing. I ain't doing time, but I ain't spending a whole lot of time with who I want, when I want, and both of us are enjoying it, getting what we want.
You see that? So that was her mic drop moment. So she's dog whistling to the women by saying, hey, it don't matter what age you are, you can still get what you want. Okay. So yeah, so and all that, you know, the whole interview or this segment right here was complete BS. And honestly, I feel sorry for the women who still believe this woman. Okay. She is not in control in a relationship like that. In my opinion, she's lying. But it does give us a good example of how some of these women try and win at both ends when they tell these stories. That's why when you see women tell these dating stories, all of it be, you know, you think about it, you're like, man, what did that really happen? You know, it's always fake and they never the fault. She never, and then this whole segment, she never said that she was a problem in any area. It was all this dude, this fake dude that she created because Paul Pierce was getting at her with these questions, which is actually good. And I'm pretty sure she's going to go on somebody else's platform and she's going to try and explain because they're going to ask her about that. And she's going to have another story to tell to make it seem like she's in the winner's circle, winning at both ends, at its finest. I'm glad we got to see it. So, and I'm glad I got all the super chats. I'm caught up. But I do want to show you guys, and this is a little more lighthearted version of it. But since we had Dr. Bryant as an example of winning at both ends, let me show you how a man wins at both ends on social media in an attempt to gain favor with the women that are following him. Listen to his story, and I'm going to point out some things. This is pretty good. Hold on. Let's see. Here we go. Where is it? Watch this.
They out here changing the script, y'all. They out here changing the script, right? So, against my better judgment, I went to my gym crush and asked her out, right?
Okay, set the scene. He go to the gym. He got a gym crush, so he went up to her.
Against my own better judgment. So a little backstory. We all have gym crushes, and you know the natural progression of having a gym crush. You see someone you like. You start off with the smiling, casual smile or a head nod, you know, or a wave, and you start slowly, you know, start talking like small stuff. Hey, what you working on today? What you doing today? Okay. So I see this girl, I like her, she's my type. Like, she's exactly my type, right? And we started off small, we started talking, I'll spot her, she'll spot me, just natural progression. And she was cool. We have that natural chemistry, we have that natural vibe. And so as time goes on, this girl has been living my mind rent-free. And I don't like that. So I was like, you know what, the next time I see her, I'm gonna give a piece of my mind. Lo and behold, I saw her today, and she was by herself. I was like, oh, I bet, I'm gonna give a piece of my mind. So I go up to her, right? And now, I like saying cheesy stuff, only because if they laugh, that tells me, okay, she's feeling me, right? You know, okay. So I go up to her, and I said something like, oh, I see your God's favorite today. She laughs, of course. So I tell her, yo, I know this great spot around the corner that has amazing smoothies. Let's go. And she was like, yo, I would love to.
Okay, so y'all, here it is. Here comes the hook. And I'm gonna explain to you how these stories usually turn out, but he put a spin on it. Here we go.
I was like, bet, yo, let's exchange numbers. And she's like, I can't. I was like, why not? Like, you got a man? She's like, nah, you're off limits.
There it is. Okay. So, and I'm not going to tell you how this is going to end, but what he's doing, she didn't reject him, so he doesn't feel bad, you know, about putting this on social media, because typically if you go to your gym crush and she's like, no, thank you, most guys will be like, man, I'm not working out at the gym anymore because my gym crush and turned me down. I can't go to this gym anymore. And that's how these stories typically play out. The woman will say she's not interested, or she got a boyfriend, or she married. Every gym story about every, you know, gym crush, when guys put them on social media, this is how it plays out. But he spun it a little bit different. She just told him that you're off limits, and he's going to explain what that means. Here we go.
I was like, off limits? So I'm thinking she's trying to be cheeky. She's just trying to be playful, you know? So I'm laughing it off, like, oh, ha, 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 off limits. And she was like, yo, I'm serious. And I'm like, off limits? By whom? And she was like, yo, my homegirl really loves you. She has this biggest crush on you. She says, I don't want to do her like that.
Hold on.
I'm still confused, right? Because I've never heard that before. So I say, okay, that's all well and good, but I'm trying to get to know you. And She was like, yo, she said, she was very sweet about it. She says, you're my type. I would love.
Okay, so that's the key point. You see what he just did there? So in his gym, he has 2 women that's actually attracted to him. So that's why he put out this video, to win at both ends. Even though he framed it as she rejected me, but I have 2 women in this gym that like me, that have a crush on me, but they haven't said anything. So I'm still in the winner's circle. So when women hear the story, all they hear is, oh man, this guy is he's sought after. So he must be a good candidate because 2 women like him. 2 women in the same friend circle actually like him. But it's going to go further. Hold on. Watch this.
To get to know you, I would love to hang out with you, but I can't do my homegirl like that. She really likes you. And I
would really like to hang out with you, but I can't do that because my homegirl really likes you.
I'm all calm, cool on the outside, but on the inside, I'm like, yo, what the fuck's going on right now? Like, what's good? And she was like, but we could be gym friends. We could be gym buddies. I'm like, yeah. But I'm like, okay, you just tell me which one of your friends. And she's like, nah, I can't do that. So now I have to play detective and figure out which one of her friends is the one that set this off limits thing.
You see that? So now she won't tell him what girl actually said that, likes him, but she likes him, but she's not going to do that to her friend. Does this story sound real to you guys? Sweet Christmas.
So what do you think? Because I've never heard that before. Fellas, be warned, they out here changing the script.
No.
I don't know if it was a no or yes.
See?
I don't know. But I took my rejection like a man, I suppose.
So he's calling it a rejection, but he didn't actually get rejected. He just literally found out that supposedly 2 women have a crush on him, and he just has to figure out which one is really down for the get down. But in the comment section, women were championing the woman in the situation. She used girl code. That's girl code. She did right. She not going to do her friend like that. But what they don't understand is this guy made this story up to make him seem like he's more valuable to women. Like he's more attractive because he has actually 2 women in the story that's attracted to him. So he didn't lose at all. He just gained in his story a lot of attention. And it's perfectly fine for the brother to do that. You make up a story to make it seem like you're sought after. And this is another example of somebody winning at both ends. He said, I got rejected. He didn't get rejected. Because if a woman, listen, guys, a woman is single and she blatantly tells you, I'm attracted to you. I like you. I want to spend time with you, but I can't because my friend actually likes you. That ain't going to stop nothing. One monkey don't stop no show. Okay? That ain't going to stop nothing. So yeah, so this dude, he probably made the story up and hopefully it works for him. Get some women in his DMs, you know what I'm saying? Because he in the gym doing what he needs to do. But that's just another example of how people paint stories to try and win at both ends. All right? So shout out to him. And I'm glad he told this fake ass story. But but I'm gonna show you how that goes bad though. Hold on. Dante Bryant just said, how are they both getting what they want if one wants a relationship and the other keeping them at bay? According to her, bro, it's all foolery. Filth, flarn, filth. So she lying. Let's see here. So watch this. So this is when trying to win at both ends goes wrong, or trying to be a quote-unquote damsel in distress. Watch this story. This is crazy.
I'm stuck on the side of the highway with a flat tire in a thunderstorm. I said, I'm not going to call my sister first. My sister always come through. I'm going to call one of these guys. To come help.
One of these guys. Again, what did I tell y'all about the roster? The sisterhood loves women who have rosters. So she's alluding to the fact that she has a bunch of guys on her squad that, you know, of course, she's going to say that she's not sneaking in with these men. It is what it is. I ain't going to argue about that. But as passionate as she is with telling the story, a woman doesn't get that passionate unless she's having sex with at least one of these guys. So she's stranded on the side of the road. She's not going to call her sister. She wanted to call one of these guys that she has on her roster to help her. Let's see how that goes. Here we go.
It hurt my ego to say the responses. I'm not even going to hold you. It does hurt my ego. One said, I'm not a tire shop.
First guy on the roster said, I'm not a tire shop.
Two said, it's raining too hard. Three didn't answer. One guy asked if I was okay. One guy asked if someone's coming to help me.
So she has 4 guys on her roster. And I'm pretty sure she's sneaking in with some of them. She ain't going to admit that on social media. You know what it is. But 4 guys, none of them came to help her. So she thought this was going to gain sympathy with women, which it did. But she didn't understand that men was going to get a hold of that and be like, man, the first question you need to answer is why you having sex with 4 dudes. That's what men were saying in the comments. And probably was having sex with 4 of them, at least 2. But she ain't going to admit that, so I'm going to give her grace on that. It is what it is. She young. But yeah, so she's upset that none of her 4 guys on her roster came out to help her. So here we go.
One person showed basic empathy. Make them lonelier.
All right, so now she's about to respond because the comment section didn't go the way that she thought it would. Yes, the women gave her the support. Oh man, them dudes whack. Those 4 guys that you involved with, they're all whack. All 4. But it was more men in the comment section like, man, that's what you get. And one dude, she responded, I'm not going to give it away, but it was funny. Here we go.
These are the men I want to stay far the fuck away from my page, okay? A man that say you should have a husband. You're telling me to go get a handler. You think I'm a pet. Don't come here. I don't like you.
He was telling you that you should have a husband because your husband would come help you. He is obligated to do those things. He didn't say that to make it seem like you need a handler. You just angry for no reason. That's what your husband is for. Okay? But you saying I don't need a husband, but you need 4 dudes who don't help you. What's wrong with this woman? These young girls, man, goodness gracious.
A man that says I'm not loyal, you're usually saying that because you want somebody to stay quiet long enough and suffer long enough for your comfort. Don't come here. I don't like you.
Did y'all get that? I guess.
You're not a good woman. I'm not a good woman because I make you feel less powerful. If you need somebody to feel small, it's for you to feel big. Don't come here. I don't fuck with you.
We don't know you, ma'am. All we know is you told us that you have 4 dudes on a roster. You are dating 4 men. Lord.
If you think my tears is weakness, if you think me speaking up makes me bitter, and if you think me leaving is I'm damaged, don't come here.
No, you can leave the 4 guys because they didn't help you. They didn't got what they want. Why don't young girls understand that? At least 2 of them dudes done got what they want. But again, you're not going to admit that. But 4 dudes ain't going to be hanging around. And then a man that you're just dating and not sneaking in with, you would not feel comfortable asking these guys to come help you out with your tire. So it's some more intimacy involved in this. Don't make it seem like you just got these dudes in your phone and you just text them here and there and you felt comfortable to call these dudes to help you on the road when you said you usually call your sister. Where your insurance at? Where your pops at, man? You don't let your daughter go out there without no car insurance, roadside assistance. What you doing? Why you got to call your sister? And why is your car getting flat multiple times where your sister have to keep, coming to save you? It's all, man, see, my mind, I'm thinking from a fatherly trying to prevent things, and she don't even like men. So she don't like us like that. So I'm trying to help her out. Jesus. Here we go.
With you.
Oh man, my bad, Mr. Walker. Man, Mr. Walker in the building, 16 months. Roster having harlot. Salute, brother. What up, though? Man, we was just talking about single by choices, man. What is they send to the sub? The bioluminescent. What's going on, good brother? Blessings to you and your family, man. Oh man. Kevin X over there just cooking. Oh man, thank you. And thank you for gifting a membership, man. If you were so lucky to get that, please make sure you thank Mr. Walker and subscribe to Single by Choices in the Car Before the Horse, man. I greatly appreciate that, brother, man. Black brothers support one another. Thank you, man. Oh man, this is crazy. Y'all didn't make this woman mad.
If you are offended that I have options and agency and unowned, stay away from my page. I don't
see. They love them options. Goodness.
Fuck with you. If you label a woman's emotional clarity as disloyalty, go get a hug from your mama and the therapist. Don't come here. I don't like you.
Okay.
If you think Smex is the only time you obligated to help somebody out, go hug a tree.
Go hug a tree. So I guess she's kind of admitting, or she's trying to say that she didn't have sex with these guys, because I guess one of the dudes in the comments was like, man, you having sex with all these guys and they still didn't help you. And I'm pretty sure she was like, well, who said I was having sex? That's what they always say. It is what it is. So yeah, that's what she's saying.
Go hug a tree. And most of y'all that think that is the same ones that sit there and say, oh, you friends zone him. Why would he help? You ask your niggas for help all the time.
That's not the same thing. Oh my God. Okay, moms.
Go give Mir his black back and his eighth that he just gave you yesterday.
Okay.
If niggas in friend zones can't help, like, come on. Like, come on.
So she's saying the dudes that she has a roster with, they all in the friend zone. Like I said, man, they get on social media to try and go viral with these stories and trauma bond with other women, and it goes bad. So she was trying to win at both ends by saying, I cut the 4 dudes off, but when the men got a hold of it, they cooked her, and she don't like that, and we're here now. It's sad, man. Social media. Let's continue.
It costs nothing to be a decent human being.
See?
Nothing at all. And y'all got the nerve to part y'all lips talking about friend zone? Your co-workers take you home every day.
What?
You get the fuck out of here.
Y'all made this young woman mad, man. What y'all do? Who did it? Who on that woman's roster and didn't go help with that damn tire? Why the hell is their tire keep getting flat? Your priorities messed up. You got to get some better tires. Something. Because this shouldn't be happening. That is a rare occasion that your tires should, how many times, a year does your tire go flat? Like, oh, sweet Christmas. Okay. Shout out to you. Blessing to you. I'm glad I looked in the comment section. She did get home safe. Thank God. And lady, before you get out here on social media, please talk to your pops, your uncles, your brothers, somebody before you post things like this. Because telling the world that you got 4 dudes and none of them helped you, that's wild work. I'm going to just, that's egregious activity. So, okay. Everyone's read $2 super just say, why would a friend zone N-word help you? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it's she probably made up the story. Like the trauma bonding thing, it does well on TikTok. So I'm pretty sure she was trying to do that. She did. She accomplished her goal because the women, they, were happy for her that she said she cut the guys off. So they applauded her for that. It was like, yeah, girl, you did right. Not even addressing the fact that this woman had 4 dudes that she's possibly been sneaking in with, and none of them helped her, which is unfortunate, sad, but it is what it is. So, and Ken Ward, what up, though? Remember, for 3 months, said you showed the world how valuable you were to them. Yeah, and that's what's funny. 4 dudes, and none of them helped. Goodness gracious. Okay. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, man, this is crazy. That's what some things you just gotta, you gotta keep in the archives. Like, man, thank you, Olua, for saying that. God, dog. We're smoking a flat tire, having ass. That's what I'm saying, man. How often does it? Man, let me knock on wood. Twice with my wife. But no, I'm just saying, like, how often does that happen? I'd say Bryant $5 super chat said, so putting in emotional, mental, and physical labor with no return is common decency. Got it. Yeah, you try and help, and they don't listen, man. But here's another example. This one was funny. Oh, I'm glad this one actually came up, this video, because it actually explains what I've been telling women who don't think this happens. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Where is he at? Here we go. Hold on. Is this, yeah.
Only broke bitches want their man to pay for everything. Do you see this?
Okay, so you guys can see that she's wearing a white coat. She's a pharmacist. She lives in Tennessee. But if you look to the right, the New York Times, this is the same young woman, the student whose racy social media posts riled a college gets $250,000 settlement. Okay, so she was attending the University of Tennessee. She posted a tweet when the song WAP was going viral, and the University of Tennessee tried to kick her out. And they tried to kick her out for posting that because she was in school. And, you know, the courts ruled that they were wrong, so they gave her a $250,000 settlement. Let's continue.
I got money. Still not going 50-50. Can't do it. Okay, I can afford the lifestyle that I want. And I'd rather pay 100% of all of my bills to get exactly what I want without compromise than having to go 50-50 just to say I got a man. Y'all are not the prize.
Okay, so let me stop right there. Now, for any ladies that didn't understand what I was talking about when I said, I don't understand the purpose of a woman going to school for 8 to 12 years to become a pharmacist, right? I looked it up. In Memphis, Tennessee, that area, a pharmacist makes around $140,000 to $180,000 a year, right? She said that she can afford her lifestyle, but she still wants a man to fund her lifestyle when she gets married. That's crazy. And there's a lot of women that don't understand when men talk about this stuff. This is what women are saying on the dating market. They don't want to quit working. They just want the man to pay all their bills while she continues to make $180,000 as a pharmacist. That's crazy. So that's why this video was so important, because that's how these women think. Why did you go to school for all them years? No, you need to work. You are useful. You are a pharmacist. You gonna work and you gonna help contribute to this household. Where does that, I'm still not going 50-50. What? These young ladies, man. And this is her, again, it's her responding, but the tweet is on the right. Here we go. You see that it says, she tweeted this, I got that WAP, he give me guap so that he can get a lick. He ain't my pops, but I call him dad because he got that dope ass, pause. And she said, she tagged Cardi B and Meg Thee Stallion and said, let me be on the remix, please. That's the tweet that they were trying to get her kicked out of the school for. And I think that was wrong. I mean, she can say what the hell she wants. That's why they paid her. So, but then again, here's another case of men got a hold of it and they have to respond. And this is where trying to win at both ends goes wrong. Once men get a hold of it, this is what happens.
Being single for a woman is not the insult that you think it is. Being single is only an insult when you're a man, because y'all are the predators. I mean,
see that? So we the predators, single, and this is her winning, trying to win at both ends. Just because I'm single, that don't mean that I'm doing bad out here. It's, yeah, the sisterhood. They love it.
The chasers, my bad. And women are the choosers. So a single woman, chances are she's being selective, because I don't know not one woman who don't got a man who been in her DMs for years after years after years trying to hit. Okay? And if a man's single, chances are he didn't get chose by who he wanted.
See, so men, we wrong when we single, but when they single, oh man, life is good. Life is good. 100,000. I don't know the words to that song, that Drake and Future song, but yeah, y'all know what I'm talking about. Shit, life is good.
But yeah, men are easy. So a woman being single, definitely a choice. Like, you lose a man, you get another one in 2 business days. Not even that. 2 business hours. Sometimes it'll be his friend. So yeah, easy peasy lemon squeezy.
See, and again, I still don't think women understand the difference between a man giving you attention because they want to sneak in, or a man giving you attention because he wants to marry you. But at this point, I don't think they even care. They just want the attention. And shout out to Coach Greg Adams. I think he said that before. He talked about a woman, attention is currency. So yeah, it don't matter. If you tell them, hey, the men in your DMs, because all they want to do is sneak in, they don't care. They just care about the fact that those guys are in their DMs, and that makes it seem like they have options. It makes sense? So yeah, so she still don't understand that. But that was another case of a woman trying to win at both ends, and it backfired because people got a hold of it, and once you put it on social media, it belongs to the world. Okay? I might have issues with people reacting to my content, but it's public. You can do whatever the hell you want to. So I'm not gonna get your money, brothers. But yeah, so it is what it is. So let me see. Did I get all the super chats? All right. Red Room Entertainment, $2 just said Bone Quisha been needing new tires for 6 weeks. Like, damn, man, like your tire keep getting flat. I know my Dodge Challenger, when the seasons would change, the tire pressure would, go down a little bit, so you have to fill it up. But she's saying that her tire is flat. So Dante Bryant, $2 super chat says she's Nigerian. They want to be American black women so bad. Pooh Man, $5 super chat said Media Man. Even Jerome wouldn't give Pam junk and Gina Redbone money. Yeah. Junk in the trunk and Gina money. Yeah. Jerome. Yeah, did Jerome he gave him like some Pistons tickets from like 1973 or something. Yeah, that was that one when he was in that damn alley. That was my year. Dante Bryant, $5 super chat said, I wonder if these African women's parents who come to America ever see them on social media and say, who is this lady? This is not who I raised. It's just unfortunate, man. It is what it is. But we gonna definitely end off the show with one of y'all favorites. And I told you guys, when we did the what book review that we did, I think it was the Whole Tactics review, where I explained that nobody knows how a woman really feels when she puts on this facade on social media saying that I'm happy single, I got all these options, I'm not really pressed to get married. But with this next video, this woman, she tells the actual truth for once, okay? And I know she was trying to, and I'm not saying her name yet, I just wanted to be a surprise, but I know it's going to sound like she's joking, but she is telling the God's honest truth. It finally comes out. She didn't give black men hell in these spaces, gave Ice Cube hell. Y'all remember that? And you know what I'm saying? And it's always been something about men doing this and men doing that. And I can't stand these guys. Watch what she says. She's going to go on a rant, and I'm going to let it play. This is how they really feel.
Responsible and inconsistent person, and when you're looking at the people who made it, you're going to wonder why you weren't one of them, and that's because you decided to go with some man who offered to pay for your night.
That's a very pro-woman, amazing, strong, independent woman. But might I add another angle? I would feel like, why the hell ain't no one trying to scoop me up to save my life? Am I ugly? Are they better looking than me? Why are they getting saved and I'm over here working?
Hey, look, I'm going to go back a little bit. This is Claudia Jordan. Y'all know who Claudia Jordan is. She said, are they better looking than me? I just mentioned that in the whole Texas review. Women like her, and don't get me wrong, Claudia Jordan is a very attractive woman for her age. Okay, she used to model, be one of the video vixens. It is what it is. But her attitude puts her down a gang of notches, I'm pretty sure, with a lot of dudes who are in that circle, right? But she just said, does she look better than me? Women will see women who don't look as good as them getting the things that they want from a man, marriage, being taken care of, and they'll say, hey, she don't look as good as me, so I deserve what she has and even more. So that's why she's asking the question. And again, she's telling the truth. She's joking, but there's some truth. Okay, I'm gonna let her cook. Here you go. Here we go.
They getting saved, and I'm over here working, taking on extra shifts now because she got Richard Gere that came and scooped her up, and now she got an easy life, and now I got extra corns on my toes, and my back hurts because no one's saving me. So you have a very...
So Richard Gere, that's referring to, that's a reference to the movie Pretty Woman. Okay, so she's saying that Richard Gere grabbed a streetwalker off the street, cleaned her up, and they fell in love. So, okay, so that's old reference for young folks.
Positive attitude. I would have been a little bitter, like, why the fuck? Why not me? Why not? I don't want to be irresponsible. I'm sick of it. I'm tired of the goddamn cape. Somebody save me. I want to be Julia Roberts on Hollywood Boulevard in cheap shoes when some guy comes and saves me. I have worked hard since I was 14 and I had to pay. I'm sick of it, Erica.
I do understand.
It's a thankless
I understand
job
what you're
being
saying.
classy and independent. It's thankless. I've been dating since the 1900s and 80 something, and I'm still single. I'm tired, Erica. You found your man. Don't hate. Let me live this. Let me vent. You're off the strip. I am still on it. I'm in the trenches, and it sucks. I'm sick of being independent. I fucking hate paying for my fucking Range Rover.
You see that? But then everything that she's mentioning, she's speaking on men as if they're utilities just there to pay. It's nothing about what she's going to do for a man. If she happens to get one of these guys, it's like, hey, I'm tired of paying all these bills. I need a man to come pay them. There it is. She still ain't learned nothing yet with this rant. What man who would want to be with Claudia Jordan is watching this and like, oh man, I want to do all that for you. Like, this is not appealing at all. It's crazy.
Other car, my mortgage insurance, my freaking cell phone, computer, Wi-Fi. I am sick of it. I need some guy with bad health to jump on in and interrupt and say, let me take you off your shift. You've been working hard.
So she's saying that probably she's alluding to like an older guy who ain't got that much time left, but he got money, and she's gonna bank on that. Lord, that's what she meant by that. I need a guy with bad health so he can go ahead and croak, but leave me his inheritance or his money. So put her in the will.
Hard enough. So that's cute what she's doing. I'm not doing that. We are different. I'm tired. I've proven myself, and it only impresses other women. She's like, oh, that's amazing. My friends are independent. These men don't care.
See, now she's starting to pay attention. She said, all the stuff that I do, it only impresses women. We've been trying to tell y'all this for a while. Kevin Samuels talked about this all the time. Your degree don't make you no more sexier or some shit like that. It's not shitting on your degree. I love women who have education. That's cool. But we know most men, the type of men that you want, they don't care about that. So she's just regurgitating talking points that men in these spaces have already been saying. It's simple. So here we go.
Come and save me, some chic. Minus the dookie. Just please come and save me. I'm tired. I'm tired, Erica. I don't want to do it no more. Where's my Melania? I want the Melania Trump plan. I'm sick. I've proven myself. Since 1988.
At 88.
I'm tired. I was 15 out of paper route.
Damn, that's a long time.
72 clients. 30-cent tip for some of you bastards in East Providence, Rhode Island on 2nd Street. I remember I gave you papers 7 days a week, and on Sunday you gave me a 30-cent tip. I'm tired. So I'm glad it worked out for you, but I'm not there.
Being a strong, independent woman since 1988 is a lot, Claudia.
You see that? So they started to be honest, man. Glad they finally listening. She's trying to learn, but she still got this I only need a man to come pay for my bills. That's not going to go over well. You haven't mentioned anything that you're going to do for this man. But she already kind of said what she wants to be. She want to be Julia Roberts and be taken care of and not do shit. I talked about this in my Scarface example with Elvira, his wife, just walking around. Most women want that type of lifestyle, just running around, shopping, laying by the pool, not doing nothing. If they do have kids, they need a nanny, maids and shit like that. She still ain't learned. Ain't said nothing that she gonna do for a man.
Salt and Pepper came out.
That's a lot.
I'm tired.
Damn.
So yes.
Damn.
Excuse me if I'm a little frustrated. So I envy the girls that got taken off the pole, so to say.
See, so now they're saying I envy the women. She's making a joke, taking off the pole and wifed up or whatever. But yeah, man. So this makes sense because she's been strong and independent for a while. And like I said, she didn't cook black men on multiple occasions, said some of the most craziest things, man. But now the truth comes out. And again, I'm pretty sure if these videos of her start to go viral, she's going to say that she was joking and I'm perfectly fine. I'm still single, but I'm happy. Like I said, we don't know how your life is behind closed doors. But you going on this rant actually tells us. But be honest, man. If you want to get married, then you got to change some things. You got to fix your attitude for one. And you also got to be more mindful of what you're going to do for a man instead of just asking him to pay for shit. Okay? So you got some work to do. I know this, maybe asking a lot because you may be set in your ways because I know Claudia Jordan's in her 50s. So yeah, so it may be tough, but glad you was honest and hopefully everything worked out for her. So let's see here. I'm going to miss some super chats. All right. Dante Bryant, $2 super chat said, we knew it was coming. K has predicted this. Yeah, man. I remember Kevin Simmons talking about them after the Ice Cube interview. Yep. Dante Bryant, $2 super chat said, what was a 30-cent tip worth in 1988? That's funny. Paper route. Quiz, what up, though? $5 super chat said, respect and a pleasant attitude goes a long way for men, but I guess women haven't caught on to that, or maybe they just don't care. I honestly think they don't care. And that's why I said, man, we asking for we need solutions for the black community. Bro, we already know the answers, but they just don't want to do it. So I can't make these women believe that black men are doing, this well in society. If they don't believe it, I'm not going to waste my time complaining about them. I didn't put the information out there, just like you said. Your respect goes a long way. What else you said? And a pleasant attitude. You don't think they know this? They know. They just don't want to do it. They don't care. So yeah, it's the conversation is not solutions. We figured it out. It took me about 2 years to get all the information that I need. I'm like, okay, this is all it is, but they just don't care, man. So, and at that point, what can you do? So, Jesus, she was honest though, man. Well, let's go ahead and get out of here. This is early too. I'm hungry as well. But yeah, go see Superman. Like I said, I just was pissed off at Superman's portrayal. But Lex Luthor is worth the watch. Mr. Terrific was worth the watch. And yeah, I think that's about it. It was some cool fight scenes, but not enough to my liking. And they didn't let Superman get off like he was supposed to. I didn't give y'all that many spoilers. Still go watch it. Do the 3D. It was pretty cool. But yeah, he pissed me off. But yeah. So hopefully y'all enjoyed the show today. I'm going to let y'all get up out of here. I don't know if y'all seen the new intro. I'll play it again. I was messing around while I was on the bike. But here you go.
I herald his beginning. I herald your end. I herald
Medium Men.
I was messing around, like I said, messing around, just joking. I like, Lynch is one of my favorite rappers, and then use that new Fantastic Four intro. I'm gonna watch that movie when it comes out too. Okay, so yeah, I'm a nerd at heart. So, oh man, let's see here. I got it. It's cool. All right, what we got left? All right, but again, thank y'all for the super chats. Thank you to the chat, especially the members. I see you in here. Dante Bryant, Olua, I greatly appreciate it. Thank you. Skinny, J. Renard Leather, all the members, man. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. I know this was a short show, but it was definitely worth it. There was some things that I needed to address, especially with that Dr. Bryant interview. But please, guys, make sure you attend on Monday. This is going to be, and I always say this about the book reviews, but I'm just so passionate about, reading and learning more information. That definitely helped me. No More Mr. Nice Guy book. It definitely helped me a lot. It applies to so many areas in my life when I was younger, and I'm pretty sure it will help you guys out if you haven't read the book. It's gonna be some things that you got to address with yourself once you listen to this book and some of the chapters that I picked. It's definitely insightful, and hopefully all men who have these issues will learn. Yes, I can't wait. So yeah, so again, guys, God bless. Be safe out there, and I'll leave you. What we got here? What we didn't play? Fast Car. And we didn't play Fast Car, so we good. But yeah, be safe out there. God bless. Hit the gym. Eat healthy. Medium Man out. Peace. Thank y'all again. Appreciate it.
A fast car. I wanted to get to anywhere. Maybe we can make it. Maybe together we can get somewhere. Any place is better. Started from zero and nothing to lose. Maybe we'll make something. Me, myself,